So what drives attention? How do you get it? There are many, many factors that go into this, but I'm just going to share with you three here. So the first thing is viewable time. There's been a lot of emphasis on viewability and what people should demand from publishers in terms of what percentage of the ad needs to be on the screen. But the key thing for us is more about viewable time. The 1 second threshold that the MRC recommends is far too low, really. You can't really do much in a second. People are very unlikely to notice the advertising in that short space of time, and when they do, the dwell time is going to be very, very low. But there's a clear relationship between how long your advertising is in view and how likely people are to notice it and the amount of time that people spend with it. Got here digital ads and also press. Apologies, the green legend seems to have disappeared. But you can see how press advertising is typically much, much more engaging than digital display. And so the attention grows that much faster with the amount of viewable time. There are also big differences in how different sizes of ads perform. As one would expect, larger ads get more attention than smaller ads. And this is true across channels. So it's true of digital display, which is what we've got here, but it's also true of out-of-home and other formats. So the top one there is billboards, which get noticed that much quicker than any other format. The bottom one is skyscrapers, which are much more likely to be missed, even at long amounts of viewable time. Finally, then, perhaps most significantly, is different sites perform very, very differently. The thrust of programmatic advertising has mainly been around data, around audiences. The vision is that it doesn't really matter where you find somebody. The important thing is targeting the right person. But this is very, very mistaken. The internet is a very varied place, and we do lots of different things when we're there. And sometimes we're much more open to advertising than others. If we look at the top 100 sites by visitation on our panel, the best performing media environment is the Times. Now, this is a paywalled environment, so people's attention tends to be a lot higher, but it's also a very, very clean environment. There's not much ad clutter, and the page is very nice and simply designed. Whereas environments like eBay are more task-led. People are in less of a lean-back kind of mood. They're less open to advertising messages. They're there to do a job, and so they're less likely to notice the advertising that goes around it. And the differences here are really very marked. So on the Times, you have above 50% of viewable impressions are actually noticed, whereas on eBay, it's just 4%.